こんにちは、Japanese アンモのミサです。Hey guys, today I'm going to teach you what not to do in Japan while teaching you some Japanese. So I apologize in advance if my voice sounds funny because I caught a cold again. また風邪をひいてしまって声が枯れたので、ちょっと声が変だったらすみません。Alright, so the first one. 1番目。Don't call your 先輩バカ。先輩をバカって呼んじゃダメ。So this is kind of a joke, but kind of serious at the same time. Senpai is someone who's older than you or someone who has more experience, for example, at work or at school. So in anime, you might see a character saying, 先輩のバカ and slap! Two bad things here. Don't ever slap your senpai. Senpai will kill you. And two, don't call your senpai baka, stupid idiot. So it might be such a cute thing in anime, but in real life, senpai is not such a cute thing. I had really nice senpais too, but the reality is most of the time they're scary and they want to just use you. So don't go to Japan and expect your senpai to be this most beautiful person in the world and, you fall in love. That doesn't happen. They're gonna be like, hey, can you just go buy me a coffee? コーヒー買ってきて. That's the reality. だから先輩をバカって呼んだり、叩いたりしちゃダメ。Alright, now let's talk about more serious ones. 2番目. The second tip, do not enter a Japanese house with your shoes on. 靴を履いたまま家に上がっちゃダメ。This is a huge no. 本当にやめてください。Alright, so let's learn some Japanese, shall we? First, to put on shoes, we say 靴を履く。靴 shoes. 履く is the verb to wear, to put on for trousers and shoes or pants. So, スカートを履く、ズボンを履く、靴を履く、靴下を履く。And if you want to say, I'm wearing shoes, you say 靴を履いている。And here I said 靴を履いたまま。靴を履いた means you put on shoes or you wore shoes, the past tense. 履いた。Mama is used to describe the state that's not changing. So you can often translate like as it is or without changing. So I translated 靴を履いたまま as with your shoes on. So it's showing the state of you not taking the shoes off. Like you are not doing anything about it. You are wearing shoes and you're keeping that even when you're entering a house. So 靴を履いたまま and then I said 家に上がっちゃダメ. So first you have to remember this ダメ because I'm gonna say this a lot in this video and you will hear this a lot too. ダメ means no good or you are not allowed to do it or you can't do it. So you can often say this to your dog or your kid, like if they're being naughty, they're chewing on your Pikachu plush, I would say ダメダメダメダメダメ. No. So like when you want to say no like that, as in like no, don't do it, we don't say いいえ or informally. That sounds weird. We'd say ダメ like don't do it. And then I said 家に上がっちゃダメ, right? And this ちゃダメ is a very important grammar point that you should remember too. So you might know 手はいけません. So the 手 form of the verb plus はいけません means you're not allowed to do something. You can't do something. And the informal version is this ちゃダメ. This ちゃ is created from the 手 form. So you basically get the 手 form of the verb and change 手 into ちゃ and then you put ダメ and that's how you say you can't do something. You're not allowed to do something informally. So 食べる becomes 食べて in the 手 form And if you change 食べて into 食べちゃ, then that's you can't, you're not allowed to do something. So 食べちゃダメ, don't eat, you can't eat it. And then 家 is house, right? And then 家に上がる, this is an interesting one. So you can use the verb 家に入る to mean to enter a house. 入る is the common word for to enter. If you want to say to enter a building, you can say 建物に入る. Or if you want to say to enter a cafe, you can say カフェに入る. Right? But this 上がる only means to enter if you're talking about a house. So why is that? It's pretty interesting. This 上がる usually means to go up. Like if you say 階段を上がる, then that also means to go up the stairs. For example, エレベーターで上がってください means please go up in the lift. Or just 2階に上がる means to go up to the second floor. So 上がる means to go up, right? And the reason why we say 家に上がる as to enter a house is because we have an entrance area called 玄関. So you're supposed to remove your shoes at the 玄関 and leave your shoes there. 玄関で靴を脱ぎます. There is usually a few centimeters step up from the floor. So although they can be pretty low, you still step up, go up. 上がる, right? That's why we say 家に上がる. Not every Japanese person thinks of this, like doesn't know that's why we say 家に上がる, but that's pretty interesting, right? So you can of course say 家に入る, but you can also say 家に上がる, and you might sound like a native speaker. Anyway, I said 家に上がっちゃダメ. So the te form of the verb 上がる is 上がって, and you change te into ちゃ, and you get 上がっちゃダメ. Do not go up, do not enter a house in this case. So using these verbs, you can for example say 家に上がるときは靴を脱いでください. Please take off your shoes when entering a house. Or 家に入るときは靴を脱いでください. And if you're a guest, usually the host provides you slippers, so you put on slippers. スリッパに履き替えてください. So make sure to choose socks without a hole, because I've done this before and it was so embarrassing. 穴が開いている靴下を履かないようにしましょう。穴が開いた靴下を履いていって後悔したことがあります。Another important thing, after you take off your shoes, make sure to put your shoes together neatly. So you might just take off your shoes and just go in, and that's considered to be rude. If it's your own house, it's okay, but if you have a Japanese mom, she would tell you off. My mom would be like, ちゃんと靴揃えて. So, 靴を揃える is another good phrase to remember. To put the shoes together neatly. 靴を揃える. 揃える means to line up, to put something together neatly. So for example, if you're going to visit your girlfriend's parents' house, that's how you can make a good first impression. Like they're watching you. They're watching your every move. I'm kidding. They are though. Anyway, like that's how you can show that you respect the Japanese culture. Alright, 次, next, 3番目, the third tip. Let's talk about PDA in Japan. So PDA stands for Public Display of Affection. Of course, it depends on the country, but for example, when I was in Paris, people were just kissing each other on the street, like, for so long. And, you know, it is sweet. It is really sweet and cute. But in Japan, people don't really like seeing strangers kissing. So holding hands is okay. 手をつなぐのは大丈夫です。But a lot of Japanese people would say, 人前でイチャイチャするな。人前でイチャイチャするな。or 人前でイチャつくな。人 人前でイチャつくな. So it's kind of like don't make out in public. 人 means person, people. 前 means in front of or before. So 人前 is literally in front of people, but we can use it like in public. 人前でイチャイチャする or イチャつく means to make out or to flirt and touch. Basically like being super lovey-dovey and kissing and hugging and all those stuff. And if you're a Naruto fan, you probably have recognized this word icha-icha because that's what Kakashi sensei reads. Icha-icha paradise. It's like making out paradise. And then I said icha-icha suru na, right? If you put a verb in the dictionary form, plain form, plus, and then you put na at the end, and it means don't do something. So, hanasu na means don't speak. But this is kind of a rude imperative form, so be careful when you say it. So instead of イチャつくな, イチャイチャするな, I can also say イチャイチャしちゃダメ. Remember this? ダメ. イチャイチャしちゃダメ. Don't make out. And they might even say ラブホ行ってこい. ラブホ行ってこい. ラブホ stands for ラブホテル. You guys know what that is? Love hotel. So it's basically a hotel just to have sex. Actually, some people just go there to sleep because it could be cheaper sometimes. Anyway, yeah. ラブホテル行ってこい. 行ってこい. 行く is to go. 行ってくる is to go and come back. And こい, that's the imperative form as well. So the dictionary form plus na means don't do something. The rude way to say don't. Whilst, for example, if you change 食べる into 食べろ, then that's the rude way to say eat. And 来る is an irregular, so it conjugates a bit differently from other verbs, and 来る becomes 来い to mean come. And that's kind of a scary way to say come. Come here. 来い. If someone says お前ちょっと来い, then yeah, you probably shouldn't go over there. Anyway, ラブホ行ってこい. You can translate like get a room. Basically literally means just go to a love hotel. And moving on to the fourth tip. 4番目. You also can't talk on the phone on the train. 電車の中で電話をしちゃダメ. 電車の中で電話をしちゃダメ. Or I can also say 電車内で電話をかけちゃダメ. 電車内で電話をかけちゃダメ. Okay, so 電車 is train, 電話 is phone. So it rhymes. 電車, 電話. It's because 電車 means electric car. The first kanji means electric. The second kanji means car. For 電話, phone, the first kanji means electric again, and the second kanji means talking. So electric talk. So first I said 電車の中で. Naka means inside, so inside the train. Or I also use the word 電車内で. 電車内 is a very common word. You'd probably hear this in the announcement as well. 電車内での blah blah blah. Like, please refrain from doing something on the train. You might hear 電車内での blah blah blah. おやめください. Or something like that. Anyway, 電車内is a very common word, but sounds slightly more formal than 電車の中で. But they are both common. And then to call, you can say 電話をする or 電話で話す. But yeah, 電話をする is very common. And then you can also say 電話をかける. And that means to make a phone call. If you want to say to answer the phone, you can say 電話に出る. 電話に出る. And the weird thing is you can still talk to your friends on the train. Although you shouldn't talk loudly, that's just never a good idea. Of course, you're going to see lots of drunk salaryman talking super loudly, but generally in Japan, you're not really meant to be loud. So that's why Japanese people like to go to karaoke and sing as loud as they want. Because we are meant to be so quiet, usually. いつも静かにしなきゃいけないから、カラオケに行っ て大声で歌う。Anyway, if you try to talk to somebody on the phone on the train, everyone is gonna stare at you in a harsh way. To be honest, I've called my mom and she answered the phone, like even to just say, ごめん、今電車だからかけ直すね. Like, sorry, I'm on the train, so I'm gonna call you back. This is actually a good phrase. Like, you can text somebody, like, 今電車だからかけ直すね. かけ直す is to call back.Anyway, 今電車だからかけ直すね. She said it quietly, but I was like, oh my gosh, Mom, what are you doing? Just hang up. And I was like, okay, and hung up because I just could imagine, other people staring at her. But you can still talk to your friends on the train, and also you can listen to music and stuff, just not too loud, because if they can hear what you're listening, they wouldn't like it. And the funny thing is, Japanese people don't talk on the train, but they sleep on the train. I actually do this a lot too myself, and I used to just always sleep on my way home from school because I was just exhausted, so I just sleep and miss my station. And yeah. 日本人は電車内で電話をしませんけど寝ます。And when you use the subway in Japan, you also use the escalator, right? In Tokyo or Kanto area, you're supposed to stand on the left and keep the right side open so people can just walk up. And in Kansai, like Osaka area, people are supposed to stand on the right and keep the left side open. So this is what Japanese people like. This is what most people still believe is true, or like that's how it should be. But actually they're trying to change it so people don't walk or run because it can be quite dangerous. So actually you are supposed to stand on both sides, and there shouldn't be any side to walk or run, right? But unfortunately you'd get stared at, and people might be annoyed if you stand on the wrong side and block the path, although it's actually not a wrong thing. So it's really hard. So I can't actually tell you to stand on the left in Tokyo, because yes, that's what Japanese people want, but technically the government and they're trying to change it. They're trying to change it so people don't walk or run on the escalator because it's dangerous. Anyway, escalator, we say escalator. escalator. So 関東では左側に立ちます。関西では右側に立ちます。日本人はエスカレーターを使うとき、片側を開けるのが好きです。片側を開ける理由は人が歩けるようにするためですね。で、日本人はこれが好きですけど、本当は危ないからみんな両側に立つべきらしいです。Alright, the last tips, maybe two. 最後、table manner is very hard, isn't it? テーブルマナーは難しいですね。When I went to Thailand, I didn't know that I wasn't supposed to lift up the bowl of rice, because in Japan, that's what you're meant to do. Like, it's rude if you don't, like, pick up your bowl and eat. Like, you can't just, like, eat like this. Apparently, in Thailand or even in Korea, I think, too, you're not supposed to, like, pick up or lift up the bowl. So a kid laughed at me and I felt so embarrassed because, yeah, I didn't know it. I should have researched it. タイではお椀を持って食べちゃダメみたいですね。日本は食べるときお椀を持って食べます。But anyway, how to use the chopsticks is pretty important. People wouldn't laugh at you if you can't hold chopsticks right. We understand that. But do not stick your chopsticks in a bowl of rice. That's extremely bad. ご飯にお箸を刺しちゃダメ。絶対にダメ。This is called 縦箸. So you're not supposed to stick your chopsticks in a bowl of rice because that's what we do at the funeral. So the chopsticks symbolize a bridge to another world for the dead. So that rice and the chopsticks are for the dead. So you are not supposed to do it when you are alive or when there is no one dead around, basically. So that's a bad thing. And for the same reason, you're not supposed to pass food from chopsticks to chopsticks. And this is called 箸渡し. Hashi, chopsticks. And watashi doesn't mean I here. Watasu can mean to hand or to give. Again, this is also done during the funeral, especially after the cremation. 日本では火葬が一般的です。火葬の後、橋渡しをします。So after the cremation, we do this 橋渡し. So after cremation, the bones of the deceased will be picked by the family and the friends, and we pass each bone from chopsticks to chopsticks. I've done this for my grandpa and my dog, and both times it was really hard, just really emotionally hard. Anyway, that's why you shouldn't do it, because that's what you do after cremation. So obviously you don't want to do it at dinner table. And people are just trying to enjoy their food, and you might end up reminding them the funeral and stuff, so be careful. 気をつけてください。だから、ご飯にお箸を刺しちゃダメだし、お箸からお箸へご飯を渡すのもダメです。It's funny because we were talking about slapping a senpai at the beginning of the video, and at the end of the video, we were just talking about something so serious. But, you should really be sensitive about dead people and stuff. Obviously, you should never take a picture of a dead body. So, yeah, don't do that either. 死体の写真を撮っちゃダメ。I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you've done it, now you know it, so it's okay. You can just forget what you've done and move on, because yes, I was really embarrassed in Thailand, but I know that I shouldn't do it anymore. And if you want to support me on Patreon, I would really appreciate it. Alright, thank you so much for watching. 見てくれてありがとね。じゃあまたね。バイバイ。